right, hello there everyone. This is Mike Linkenauger here with the Short Sale Specialist Network. I want to thank you for joining me for this Short Sale Mastermind Agent webinar. Today we're featuring Mark Karten with Karten Group, and these webinars, we do them bi-weekly as part of the Short Sale Lead Machine program, and of course these are all available for replay if you're a member of the Short Sale Lead Machine program. But the best part about being on the live call is that you can ask us questions, and myself and Mark are both available to answer any questions you have at the very end here. So if you got on here correctly, right now you should be able to see this screen, my computer screen right now. And what we're going to do, we're just going to kind of go around, talk a little bit about short sales, talk a bit about really video marketing and some of the things that Mark is doing right now, and just wrap a little bit about short sales. So without further ado, let's get started. We introduce Mark Karten to you. How you doing today, Mark?
Excellent, Mike. Thanks for having me.
Very good. It's so good to have you. Mark's out of Las Vegas area. Now, Mark, tell me a little bit about yourself, your history in real estate, who you are, what you do.
Okay. Well, I've been an agent for 9 years. Started out in sort of new homes, sort of I say because they were condo conversions, sort of entered the market right before it really got crazy. And once the market started to turn down, I went into general. And once it really started to turn down, I went into short sales, and that was 2009. And it has been really, for as bad as it is, working with people who are in a distressed situation, I love the business more than anything because I think the work I do is meaningful, and I think most short sale agents would agree with that.
Yeah, it does take a special personality to do it, you know, and that's a tough thing, I think, is some REO agents over the last few years have kind of tried to reinvent themselves as short sale agents, and it just takes a specific kind of person to really have the heart to want to help people, I guess. And it's not for everybody. It's not something that a lot of agents are cut out to do or really have that calling in their life.
Right.
So, Mark, you're in short sale mecca out there in Las Vegas, huh? There's like that's where it started, and there's competition out there has been crazy. And you know, one of the reasons why I got Mark on here is because, I mean, let's face it, everybody's like a short sale specialist the last couple years. Everybody's took a weekend training class and considers themselves a distressed property expert or whatever. And you've got a million short sale agents out there now. It's tough to stand out from the crowd. So you know, Mark has been on our forum for many years, and we've worked with him a little bit, and saw something recently that he did that got my attention. And yeah, you get my attention. It's pretty cool. I love it. So, Mark, tell us about what you're doing to stand out from the crowd. What gave you this recent idea here about, you know, this viral video and stuff like that? Let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay. Well, you know, it's all about marketing, and it's all about differentiation, and we're all trying. And you see a million things. Here in Las Vegas, our biggest competition are the law firms, and the law firms are really knocking realtors, and how you don't need an agent, and they have billboards, and it's just really, it's a dog-eat-dog universe here, and I don't know that that's going on in the rest of the country. But most people, as we all know, go to the internet first, and to be seen or to be seen as different is difficult. And basically, I started doing video marketing, and I didn't do it publicly. I created a new website, and that was early last year, and I wanted people to come to the website, and I wanted them to understand who I was. And the whole thing behind short sales, to me, is that it's the person and their compassion. And I made my first video, which was called Welcome, and that video was just me talking to the client straight at the camera and every different situation that they could be in. And people started calling me, and they would say, I'm on the website now, and you're the guy I want to use.
Very cool. Let's play that video, just show people this video right here, and first video Mark made here. That was my fault.
Welcome to tkglasvegas.com. My name is Mark Karten, and I'm extremely excited that you came to visit our website. I think you're going to find that this is one of the best Las Vegas real estate websites on the web. In fact, whether you're looking for a search, start here. See if it gets any better than that. Or you're looking for information, our information is updated on a daily basis. This is a one-stop shop for you. We have information on everything if you're looking to buy or sell, if you're a fair market buyer, if you're looking for distressed properties, if you're selling and you're upside down and you don't know whether to short sale, deed in lieu, walk away and let them foreclose. These are really important questions, and you need to turn to people who have the answers. We not only have the answers, but we have the experience to help you move forward with whatever your needs are. We have our own property management division, which has not only the best rates, but the best service. We also have the best agents. And that's what it comes down to. The information is great, but there's got to be somebody here to help you fulfill what your needs are. So I invite you to explore the website. Give us a call. We work 7 days a week. Our goal is to listen. Once we understand what you're looking to achieve, we will help you achieve it. Again, I appreciate your time. My name is Mark Karten, and I look forward to speaking to you soon.
Cool. High techy. All right.
So,
out of here. All right, there we go. So that was your first video that you put on your site, Mark. And let's talk about, what happened recently. You mentioned, you saw this. Guys, if you're listening to this was a hilarious video. Jessica Edwards does. Mark said, I guess, Mark, you said you saw this video, and this video went crazy viral. Like, I saw this video when Mark mentioned it a minute ago, and I guess did this give you some ideas, Mark? Did it say, like, man, I could create something cool like that, or what?
well, I thought it was great, and what she did, and Jessica has a video blog on her website, and she's got 1 million videos, and she really utilizes it every day. But when she did this, all she did was got her and her friends to do, when you click on that, it's going to say it's private because it got yanked. And because she used Carly Rae Jepsen's song, and they just lip-synced. And you can't do that. You can't use copyrighted materials. So it went viral, and it got a lot of attention, but then it disappeared. So that came out in July of last year, and that got me thinking, I can do that, and I can make the message. And I liked her that it was Call Me. And it took really 6 months. It took until December, and writing a script, and actually the script broke down into 3 videos, and we did the first one. And I have a low tolerance for cheese, and although when people watch the first video, they might think it's cheesy, but it's not as cheesy as it could have been.
And cheese now. I think cheesy? The Call Me maybe was cheesy. But this went like crazy viral. I mean, to the,
It did. It did. Well, I mean, because the song also, I mean, that song was nominated for Best Song of the Year. So it was a great idea. But I wanted something that was actually going to get my message across with my name, with what I do. And when we did this first video, every element of that video is so carefully crafted. I have a theme song for the Karten Group, and that's also my ringtone. And I made sure that that was in the video, that I say my name, that it's low-key without being salesy, and really the sales pitch doesn't come until the end. So,
absolutely. So without further ado, let's check out Mark's viral YouTube video. He's got over 1.1 million views on this thing already in just 2 months here. So let's check this out, guys. I love this video.
Karten Group, this is Mark. How can I help you? Am I whispering? It's 5:30 in the morning. Oh, you're coming from the East Coast. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry about that too. Yes, that's a hardship. Well, that would be a short sale scenario. Yeah, you could approve for that. Okay. Why me? Let me show you. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till you're gonna need somebody to lean on. So just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. You just might have a problem that I'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry on, right up the road, I'll share your load. If you just call me when you need a friend, I'll say it now, call me. You just call me. Call me. You know what? Can I call you back in a couple of hours? I'll call you at this number. Great. Thanks.
Is this made out to make breakfast for everyone?
The Karten Group, helping people on the move. All right, that's awesome. We'll save the credits, I guess, here.
Well, this is the sales pitch.
I just had the craziest dream.
So just call. So just call on me, brother, if you need a hand. No, I'm really sorry. It just made me laugh. Oh, I couldn't remember. Yeah.
All right, that is awesome. Gotta love that video there, Mark. Excellent job. So again, in just 2 months, Mark's managed to get like 1.1 million views on that. That's a pretty good way to stand out from the crowd of Las Vegas short sale agents there, Mark. I have to give it to you.
Thank you.
So, so have you gotten much response from that yet?
I've gotten pretty much tremendous response and people commenting, but the biggest thing about it is that people are forwarding it to other people. And if you think about whatever marketing you're doing, how much of your marketing is being forwarded to somebody else? I mean, really before this, very little of my stuff ever got sent to somebody as a referral or anything else. But that's what this did for me, is that my exposure of who I am, and now I'm known, or I'm the guy with the video, has just skyrocketed. And everybody asking when part 2 is coming out.
Yeah, and part 2 just came out, didn't it?
Last week, yeah.
Part 2 is out now, right, Mark?
It is. Last week we released it.
Very good, very good. We'll show that in a few minutes here too. And you know, again, it's about doing something different, outside the box, creative. And video marketing is really an outstanding tool. You know, part of the short sale lead machine program, we have a video that we created for agents to use that basically shows them around their website and stuff like that. I mean, you've got it on, here's your short sale lead machine site. You've got, that's your new video, yeah?
That's part 2, yeah.
Part 2, we'll watch that in a sec. And we've got the video that shows people around the site, and we go get it and add their logo and brand it. And a big thing, guys, if you're posting videos on YouTube, there's two ways to get business from YouTube. Viral, like Mark did, that's the main way to do it. Like he said, if you have somebody else sending it to somebody who's sending it to somebody, that's an outstanding way to get your name branded nationally. Another great way with the actual, nowadays with the search engines and the fact that YouTube is owned by Google, obviously they give great precedence for videos that are really well optimized. So when you're creating a video, make sure you slap a nice keyword in the title there. Make sure you put a good, long, well-written description with links back to your website with lots of keywords in it relevant to whatever your target area is, and put in lots of keywords in there, and that'll give it a huge boost on the search engines. I got to show one video real quick before we show, well, actually, let's show Mark's part 2 again while we're on this topic here, and hopefully this one will go as viral as the last one here. This is good as well. You got to bear with it to give it a sec here.
Previously on Not Your Typical Las Vegas Short Sale Agent. Yes, that's a hardship. Why me? Yes, that's a hardship. Why me? Let me show you. We all need somebody to lean on. Call me. God on high, I'm on hold, waiting for the negotiator. She is nice, understands that my client needs a hand. Let him go, let him go, let him go. Hi. Yes, it's Mark Karten. I'm the Karten Paper Brown for. Yeah, I wanted to get an update on a short sale package that I'm sorry. Can you hold on just a second? I'm teaching my dad how to Skype, and hold on a second. Hi, Dad. Dad? Papa, can you hear me? Papa, can you see me? Papa, can I call you back real soon? Hi, thanks for holding. Okay, yes. My client's name is Valjean. First name Sean. Yes, Sean Valjean. That's why this is social. 24601. His hardship? Well, he stole a loaf of bread, and then he went to prison, and then he's been on the run ever since, basically, so it would be curtailment of income. Okay. All right, thank you. Bye. This is ridiculous. Hi, it's Mark Karten. How soon can I see you? Great. I'll see you then. I'll see you then.
You're losing your mind from doing short sales, huh?
Exactly.
Good stuff. Gotta love it, Mark. So I love how you titled them, too. Not your typical Las Vegas short sale agent, huh? That probably helps get people's attention as well. Mark, you're definitely far from the typical Las Vegas short sale agent. I'll tell you what, I've worked with a lot of them over the years. So before we get into some other marketing and things like that, talk, because that's what agents come on these things to learn about how to get more business, what they can do different, what they can do like Mark here to stand out from the crowd. I want to give you guys a heads up, and this just shows how to properly optimize a video as well on YouTube. Many of you guys know Banker REO. Many agents were kind of scammed by them recently. Actually, if you just Google Banker REO, the word scam comes up like right away. Mark had mentioned it to me. We talked about it right before the call. He said he was hit by them and Absolute REO before. That was the name of the company in the scam before. Guys, they're at it again. Right now, Bankers REO is out at it again. Let's look at this little video here that kind of shows exactly what they're doing. There's a video that we made here. Here we go, and this comes up for most search terms now, but this was just posted yesterday. Really quick, guys, I just want to show you, and this is some proof. You know what, we don't need to get into the proof, but I made a good video, YouTube video here, that just shows how they basically just forwarded the sites over. The domain name for Banker REO, as you could probably see in this video, says Footprints RE on it now. You can't really deny that evidence there. So beware. Let the buyer beware, guys. They're out on the prowl. They're doing it big time. So be aware of that organization and what they're doing right now. So other stuff, Mark, I used to go and find you around online, and I see, like, I just went to Bing and hit Las Vegas short sale specialist, and you got your short sale lead machine site there is right at the top, and you used to be up there for Google and did some Google advertising as well. What other kinds of online marketing, what kind of marketing are you doing right now, and are you finding effective, Mark?
Actually, I do so much. I do Facebook. I do YouTube, ActiveRain, LinkedIn. My websites, your website is a great producer of business for me. And really because there's so much information, and it's so, no matter what people are typing in, they come across my site. And, in this day and age, people are really going with the first person. And after they hit the site, the most important part is that you answer your phone. And I don't send anybody to voicemail. I answer my phone 7 days a week. I'm sure most of us do. I certainly don't think I'm alone in doing this. But I just got a $200,000 short sale. I think 99% of my clients I've never met. They know what I look like from the videos. And this lady called me up and she said, oh, I was trying to reach this company. And she told me who they were. And they say they're #1 in Las Vegas, and maybe they are. But she said, but they didn't answer the phone, so I called you. And, it's really that simple. So you can have the greatest advertising, but if you don't pick up the phone, or if you go to voicemail or whatever, don't return a phone call, you'll kill yourself. But I do press releases. I use a company called PR Web.
PR Web I'm familiar with. They're very good on search engines, too. PR Web
very
is
good.
Great. Anybody
well,
wants to do a press release, write that down now, prweb.com. They're affordable. They release them to a bazillion other websites, too.
Yeah, and you get picked up by every news service. I got 2 short sales from one guy in Mexico who he said, oh, I'm reading your story in the newspaper. And that was a press release. And I actually do their Highline, and you can do it for free. And it's effective as well. But I only seem to pay a lot of money for things. I'm a stupid guy. I'd rather everybody learn by my inefficiencies with money. But press releases work really well. The forums work really well. I post everywhere. That was a big part of getting the video out there, was talking a lot in the different forums. Google Adwords. I use a company. I actually just stopped. I don't need more business right now, which is a nice thing. Talking to you, Mike, you actually told me that they're a Google AdWords reseller, but I've used them on and off for years, and I just love them. So I set my budget, and no matter how many times people click on my sponsored ad at the top of Google page 1, it never goes away, and I'm never charged more money. So that also brought a lot of business, and that would send them to my short sale lead site, your site. So, you got to do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's a good key too. You gotta. I always like to tell people that activity breeds activity. If you sit around doing nothing, you're going to get nothing. You have to get out there and do something. And doing something, you'll get something back, and you'll learn, at least, if anything, what does work and what doesn't work. And lessons cost money sometimes. There's a lot of people that unfortunately learned a lesson a couple times with the banker REO thing and, trying to try some new things. Hopefully, hope to God, that thing gets viral right now to where we can nip that in the bud. There's a new thing that we're adding to your short sale lead machine site in the next week, Mark. This is a really cool lead generation tool here. This is called the Short Sale Decision Maker Calculator. Have you seen this yet?
I haven't. I knew it was coming, but I haven't gone into it.
Because we're adding it to all of our agent sites who, purchased a silver or gold package, and you did at one point. So we're going and we're fixing them up here and stuff like that. But basically all you got to do is, a visitor comes on. It's a great lead generation tool because what we found is you can post this on Facebook and say, hey, should you short sale or stay? Enter your info here and find out if it's a good idea. And all they do is they go in and they're going to, just enter their basic info here, enter their rate, how much they have, how much their payment is. And what it does, let's just do a test here. Hopefully I picked one that works. We've done some changes to them recently. Let's see if this works. Hope it does. It'll look bad if it doesn't live here. Yeah, it should, though. Here we go. So here's what it does. It actually pulls a Zestimate automatically off of Zillow, and has all the property info here. But the best part is based on multiple levels of appreciation, slow, moderate, and aggressive. And let's face it, in Vegas, are you guys experiencing the aggressive right now?
Well, we actually are, but in pockets. We have 26% appreciation, but I think it's a little artificial right now.
Yeah.
We have no inventory, so as most people are experiencing around the country.
I hear you. It is like that. But this shows, based on multiple levels of appreciation, how long it's going to take this person to break even and no longer be in negative equity. And then it also shows them, of course, how much money they're going to pay out of pocket to get there. So, that's a good tool even when you're listing properties to show people or to print this report out here and say, look, you just print a copy of this here and say, look, this is where you're at and what you owe and what your rate is. Are you going to be able to wait, 6 years on moderate appreciation and pay $283,000 out of pocket before you're not upside down? So that's a good little tool.
That's great.
We're finding. Yep, that's going to be on your site next week there, Mark. So you had mentioned to me, let's not get into too much with AdWords. I want to just mention it briefly. What Google AdWords is basically, these are the pay-per-click is another good name for it too. I've spent upwards of $500,000 over the last several years on Google AdWords here, and even a little more than that to show up at the top. This is my local site. Please don't click this. This will cost me a little bit, but I have many spots already on here. Most of these spots are me here too. The number 1, number 3 spot. There's a video of mine, Facebook page. This is all our stuff. But like you said, Mark, people are really likely to click what's at the very top here. And if you want to do this, guys, the best way to do it is just to go to adwords.google.com and set up an account and play with it a little bit. It really won't cost you much money. Just do a budget of $50 or $100 a month and create a little ad with some keywords. Be specific with what you target, These are a great addition if you have a short sale niche website where you can drop people on them. And I get a couple listings a month off of this because really, if you look, there's, a statewide service here. There's a bankruptcy attorney here. You have our site here, and a company advertising properties for sale. So really, we're the only one up here that's actually advertising short sale services to sellers. So, check your market. This is a great way where, if you spend maybe $100 a month, you could get an extra couple listings, and that's worth it. But take the time to learn it. Mark said he was using a third party, and he had great stuff to speak about them. I encourage people just to take the time to learn how to do it themselves, we do this nationally for Short Sale Specialist Network. You can type in anything on here. You're going to see, actually here, I just typed that in. That's one of our short sale lead machine sites there, and that's Jesse Gonzalez's site. But look over here. Here's a paid search result. That's one of our sites there, So actually, that's one of Jesse's things, too. Yeah, so that's one of our short sale lead machines right at number 1 organically. That's the free results. But, that's a very good tool. Some areas like Mark's area, he might not have seen as much because, Las Vegas is just so competitive. There's a bunch of companies doing it. Like you mentioned, there's a law firm there right at the top. There's actually, my goodness, all 3 results there are attorneys. And then look at what we have for the free results. Mark, you know why this wasn't even on? This was on the second page yesterday. Do you know why this is on the first page today?
No.
I would bet my bottom dollar that it is because you went and you added these links at the top of your viral YouTube video. And because this is such a high page ranking video, because it's got so many views and it's so popular right now, and it's viral, it really gave your site a lot of Google juice. That's something. I check your stuff. It was on the second page.
I know. I've never been on page 1 for Google. Never. Organically. So that's why I was paying my service to put me there in the top 3. I'm always number 1 on Bing for your website. And that's never changed. But Google was nearly impossible. So that's a beautiful thing to see.
That's a good thing to just find out live right here on
Yeah, no kidding.
If there's somebody else's YouTube video there. All it takes sometimes, that's really interesting. All it takes is something simple like that to really push you up, because I think you just added that link a week or 2 ago, and, it probably took a little bit for it to index it. But either way, they change their algorithms around a lot, but that's something really important with your videos, too, is to make sure you have links. They have to start with the HTTP at the beginning there, or it will not link up when you're adding stuff to YouTube. All right, here's what we're going to do. Oh, yeah, Mark, we've got a bit more time. Let's talk about some other stuff. You had mentioned Yelp. Tell me about what you're doing with Yelp right now.
Yelp is really, I have a love-hate relationship with Yelp. And, the whole thing behind Yelp is that they say you can't game their system, meaning that what a lot of people do is they write their own reviews under the guise that they're, a client and find their way to the top. So what Yelp does is they have a formula to filter what they think are fake reviews. And I guess when they first started their site, there was a lot of fake reviews. So I had a client who wrote a tremendous review about us doing a short sale for her. And I started getting calls, people saying, I want a short sale with you. And that was it. They weren't even asking me questions. And I always say, how did you hear about me? And they said, the review on Yelp. And a testimonial that's on your own website is okay because it's on your website. It's not as trusted. But when it's on Yelp, there's a high trust factor. And so I wanted to really sort of maximize this, and I contacted Yelp, and Yelp said, you know what, you can advertise with us, but there's really nothing that you can do to influence your position or results or standing, and that's what we stand by. So I didn't do it. And a year later, after getting, I would say I get maybe 8 to 10 short sales from Yelp a year, which is considerable for me. And I contacted them again, and I said, okay, so what would be the benefit to advertise? And they started telling me and that it does show up on the search results differently, and they offer you more opportunities that when people click on you, they have more, there's more content that they see. And so I did it. And it is very expensive. I pay $550 a month. That's very expensive to me. I don't have a budget of $500,000 like you. But
oh no.
This is been great. And really, I just have one review, and you can see it there. That's Jennifer's review. And so there are other reviews, and they are real, and I think there are 4. And if you scroll down a little bit more, they're under filtered reviews. See, it says filtered. And now you have to go in and you have to do the capture code, and then you'll see that I had other clients who did write in, but Yelp doesn't see them as being real. So when I look at my competition on there, who have 5 positive reviews, the 5 positive reviews are from other realtors, which I think is gaming the system, but they don't. So it is what it is. The point is I get a lot of business from them, well worth the cost. They only allow 3 people per category to advertise. So that's sort of another benefit, is that it's a limited pool of competition. And everybody else is free, but you don't, you know, everybody can have a position on Yelp. It's just not a paid position.
Yeah, it's interesting how having like keywords in your titles of everything on the internet can have a huge impact on stuff. Because when you have keywords, you know, if you have the word short sale in the title to something, a lot of times it'll show up also in the URL, and that's what, you know, shows up at the very top here as a page titles. And just want to throw that out there, you know, because just for Yelp Las Vegas short sales, you know, these guys are under short sale attorneys, short sale agents. So you have a lot of people, you know, people that have the word short sale somewhere in there. Man, that stuff, the search engines eat that stuff up. So, Mark, you know, it sounds like, I mean, obviously you have to get people to give you reviews. Do you like send an email out to,
you know, can't do that. You can't do that. They will slam you. They do not want you to solicit from your own base people to put on a Yelp review. They want it to be organic. It's like you can't win. And so most of my clients write me testimonials. I don't even tell them about Yelp. This young lady found it herself, or she's a big Yelper, and that was the insight they gave me. The reviews that are most likely not to be filtered is an existing Yelp reviewer. So if the person's already been writing reviews on Yelp and then they write a review for you, that most likely is going to be a non-filtered review. But like I said, I'm too focused on, you know, doing short sales and negotiating them rather than, I really only want to spend about 20% of my time doing marketing and the rest of my time making money instead of spending it. So this is, like I said, after all this time, I really have it down. To me, it's a science. And I don't want to spend any more money doing it. I just want to be more efficient in what I do. And just a little plug back to your site, that's probably one of the best investments that I have, because I have 4 sites, but your site for short sale specifically is everything they could ever want, all in one place. So that is really, really helpful to my business.
Thanks, Mark. We always appreciate and love the plug. Most of people, you know, surprisingly, a lot of people that get on these calls or aren't even part of the short sale lead machine program. But anybody want to check that out, just go to members.theshortsaleguide.com and try it out for $1 and see what it's all about. Here's my active rain profile, and I think these might have my updated testimonials. Yeah, you mentioned your testimonials that you did on there that, you know, is a really good detailed one. One thing that I've done with these testimonials, too, is, you know, like you said, anybody can just post testimonials. I like to have video testimonials, people that actually create a video. Here's what I did several years ago is we actually got their testimonial, and then we would put their approval letters on here, too. Of course, we cross out, you know, it still says their first name and stuff like that, but, you know, it's kind of impressive when it shows, oh, gosh, these are their actual approval letters with that shows that this guy has actually closed some short sales and did actually get these guys forgiven of, $400,000 in debt right here. So, when you're creating this stuff, just think about it. Yeah, here's my testimony. These are other realtors here, but, you got to have some of those. Real people at the top and realtors at the bottom. But, either way, it's neat to have a bunch of them on there. And then, of course, all this is video up here. I have this on autoplay. This is the same video that you guys get for Short Sale Lead Machine, that tells people about the website. It's a decent video tool there. So, Mark, we're going to wrap it up in just a couple minutes here. And, anybody, if you want, you can go ahead and get some questions together for myself or Mark. We'll answer any questions you guys might have. One thing I want to show you about, and that's really all that Mark talked about, and all we've been talking about is not being the typical agent. It's really difficult right now to stand out from the crowd of short sale specialists out there. We've got an upcoming event where you can really learn how to do that. That's the Short Sale Symposium at Sea Cruise Conference, April 20th through 25th. Look at this, only 51 days out. Now, here's the analogy that I use. We're going on a cruise, in the ocean, and I use the analogy like fishing. And I talk about this a lot, but, a couple years ago when you were out there getting short sales, it was so easy to get them. It's like you're fishing for little fish. You're out there. None of the other fishermen really go after the little fish. You're out there, and you could just throw out a net and catch a bunch of them. They're so easy to get. They're everywhere you look. And it was like that with short sale listings, guys. You get out there, your name is out there, you tell a few people you're listing some short sales. It's very easy. But things have changed a lot. Now it's kind of like fishing for the big game fish, the big trophy fish there, the ones you hang over your fireplace wall there. Everybody wants one. Every fisherman is out there trying to catch those right now. There's so many fishermen out there trying to catch the big game trophy fish. So what are you doing to stand out from the crowd of other people out there? That's one of the big topics of the Short Sale Symposium at Sea. So some of the stuff we're going to talk about here, this is our third annual one. It's very intimate. Man, it is a blast. You will get up close and personal with all the speakers, the presenters, everybody on there. It's a 5-day Caribbean cruise. We have 2 full days at sea. So we're going to talk about how to get on Chase's and Wells Fargo Short Sale Broker Network. We're going to talk about how to stand out from the crowd and get more short sale listings. Anybody that wants a short sale designation, you're going to also be able to earn the Certified Default Advocate Training designation while on a luxury cruise ship in the Caribbean. Lots of fun stuff that we do here. Now the schedule, we're still adding more and more stuff to it. But we have, here's what's part of it is we have 2 open bar parties. Sorry, I have a virus on my computer kind of right now. We have 2 open bar parties that are part of the event. But every night we're going to have dinner together every night. We have 2 full days of conference time. On both of the days when we're at actual ports, the ports of call are Ocho Rios, Jamaica, and Grand Cayman Island. And both of those days, we actually have your various speakers and panelists hosting shore excursions. So if you want to go hang out with me and the people from Short Sale Specialist Network for a day, you can do that. If you want to go hang out with like Lee Honish, Certified Default Advocate Training for a day and do a excursion with him, you can. Bryant Tudis from Short Sale Superstars. There's a lot of big names we got on this event here. So there's a lot of fun, a lot of breakout sessions. This place is a blast, guys. What I want to encourage you to do, we've got a whole website just for this. It's shortsalecruise.com. You can register on here. All the speakers we have as well, we're constantly adding more. I'll just run through the handful we've got already. Lee Honish, y'all know him, Certified Default Advocate Training. Myself, Vanessa Liddell. Vanessa was one of the original CDPE trainers. She trained over 6,000 agents in that designation. Michelle McClintock. Michelle's resident short sale expert at Harris Real Estate University. Bryant Tudis from Short Sale Superstars, co-founder of Short Sale Superstars. Brandon Brittingham, which he's the head short sale trainer for Long & Foster. He was the NAR 30 Under 30 winner last year as well. And Ben Bonita from Short Sale Shop. Many people know him, too, from around. He's probably one of the best short sale negotiators in the country. You guys are really good and talented. So you got all of us, and it's a blast, 5 days at sea. So check out the site. I want to play one video testimonial for you. We've got a whole bunch. You can click on here. You can click on our Facebook page, too, and see lots of pictures from last year's function and, you know, get an idea that, I mean, man, we learned so much on here, and we have so much fun at the same time. So here's one video, and we're going to go ahead and answer any questions you guys have right after this. Hey.
Man, what a...
I don't know what happened here. I hit too many buttons or something. Try this one again. There it goes.
Man, what a trip. Hi there, I'm Tamara Nzunza coming to you from Alexandria, Virginia. I just got back from the Short Sale Symposium at Sea, an educational yet fun-filled cruise where top real estate...
Hey.
Sale Symposium at Sea, an educational yet fun-filled cruise where top real estate agents from across the country put our heads together to help homeowners stop foreclosure. If you missed the boat, you missed out on quite a bit. Here's a sneak peek. Special thank you to all of the super real estate agents in the Short Sale Specialist Network. And a shout out to Mike, April, JP, and Ethan for putting the entire event together. If you're a real estate agent and you're serious about building your short sale business, learning about industry trends, and most importantly, helping homeowners avoid foreclosure, then I want to see you next year at the Short Sale Symposium at Sea. Don't miss the boat.
I love that video, guys. There's a bunch of them on here. You know, don't miss the boat. Come with us and de-stress your distressed sales. And the best part, guys, check this out. Because it is on a Carnival ship here, man, the prices are so cheap right now. Okay, they're very inexpensive to take this trip. It's like $400 a person, I think, for your cabins here. So check out shortsalecruise.com. And one other thing, too, for those of you that are planning on checking it out and being there, you can go to shortsalecon.com. That's next weekend. You're going to find myself there and many of the top short sale agents from around the country. It's a great conference in Las Vegas, Nevada. So if you're out there, come by and see me. I'll have a booth there. I'll be speaking at a couple different things there. So, again, that's shortsalecon.com. Short Sale Con. I don't know if I agree with the name there, but as in Short Sale Convention. So that's not our convention, but I am giving a plug for it because I'm going to be there. So I hope to see some of you guys there as well. So here's what we're going to do. Let me see if we have any time for any questions here. See where we're at. We might have a few here. Okay, Douglas asked a question regarding installing the short sale decision maker on his website. We're going through systematically this week and next week, and we're installing that on everybody's sites. So, Douglas, you won't have to worry about that. We'll have it on there within the next week for you. And we're also updating the sites with kind of a newer template with just a couple extra little widgets and things like that that we've added to them for you as well. Spruce them up a little bit for you. It looks like we don't have a lot of people on there with questions today. So if there aren't any, we're going to go ahead and call this a video. Mark, I thank you so much for being on this video, and I hope to get to say hey to you in Vegas next week as well.
Definitely. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you again, Mark.